Hi guys, welcome to another session of SCC Math. Today we're going to be working on addition using touch points, but we're going to be adding multiple numbers together, not just two numbers. We're going to be adding 4 numbers together. I will be working through these 3 problems with you, and you will be working on these 4 problems for your homework, okay? So let's get started with these numbers. So here we have a 7, a 5, a 2, and an 8. Now, this doesn't have touch points, but that's very important because we're going to start with these. First thing first, like always, I'm going to put my name on my work, Miss Stephanie, and I'm going to read the directions. So our directions say, touch the greatest number, say its name, and continue counting on the touch points of the other numbers. Then write the answer. So that's really great advice, and we're going to follow it. We're going to start by touching the greatest number. That means the biggest number we have. So if we look at all these numbers, the biggest number is the 8, and that's why we don't have to count its touch points because we're going to start with the number 8. So now we're just going to count and add up all of the touch points. So we're going to start with 8, and I'm just going to go up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then we're going to say it out loud. The answer is 22, and we're going to write it down. So again, we started with the greatest number, and then we just added up all the touch points. And remember, when we get to big numbers, we're counting the dot and the ring around it. Dot and the ring. Dot and the ring. So let's go ahead and try problem number 2. We're going to look for the greatest number, the biggest number we have. And so the biggest number between 2, 9, 4, and 3 is 9, because it doesn't have touch points because we don't need to count them because we're going to start with 9. So in this problem, I started at the bottom and counted all the way to the top. In this problem, I'm going to go to the 9, then count the 2, and then count 4 and 3, okay? So the order that you count your touch points in isn't super important as long as you count all of them once. So let's start with our greatest number. So we're going to add, again, because it has the addition sign. All of these problems are addition. And let's start with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The answer is 18, and we wrote that down. Let's move on to our next problem. We're going to look for our biggest number, the biggest number we have. We have 6, 1, 6, and 0. So the biggest number we have is 6's, but we have 2 of them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick to start with one of them, and we're going to count the touch points of the other one. So we're going to start the 6 at the very top and just count down. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, no touch points, so the answer is 13. Remember, zeros do not have touch points. So we just did 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 0 equals 13. So I'm going to leave these questions up here for you guys, and you can pause the YouTube video if you need time to write them down. Remember, since you don't have this work at home in front of you, you can always just grab a piece of notebook paper and write down the problem, and this will also give you time to practice doing your touch points. And remember, you don't have to do touch points on the biggest number because that's the number you're going to start counting with. So you start with the biggest number, and then you add to it all the touch points of the other numbers to get the answer. So here's another view of all of your homework questions. I look very much forward to our next lesson together on SEC Math. Bye!